Hey everybody, JC here from Toy News International. And today, leading into Christmas is this coming Sunday, and I wanted to finish off my reviews this week with kind of a special holiday type video. So this isn't so much a review, a little bit of a review, but not a normal review. Basically what I wanted to do is show off an early Christmas gift that I got this year with the new Hallmark Death Star Star Wars tree topper. So basically this is pretty cool. If you collect the Hallmark Keepsake ornaments, this may be something you've already added to your collection. It was released this year, and again, I just kind of wanted to show it off. So I've already unboxed it. This isn't really an unboxing video. The packaging is pretty basic. It's just a box, a Hallmark box. You've got the image of the ornament on the front, and then you've got some kind of holiday designs around the sides of the box. So nothing too special with that. But again, what I wanted to show you is essentially how this works. So I've got my tree here. This year we kind of went with a smaller tree. Normally we do a normal size tree and everything, but this year, just to kind of keep it easy, we went with an artificial smaller tree this year. And so again, I just kind of wanted to give you a look at it as we head into the holiday, head into Christmas and everything. I will not be doing any video reviews this coming weekend, tomorrow, Saturday, Christmas Eve, and Sunday, Christmas Day. I will have a video up for you guys on Monday, the day after Christmas. So anyway, so let's take a closer look at this. So real quick, I'll start off and just give you a quick tour of my tree. Now again, because we went with a smaller tree this year, I don't have all my ornaments on it. I just picked some of my favorites this year. But definitely like Captain America here, this comic book version of Cap, this is one of my favorites. And I've got a couple different Cap ornaments on the tree since Cap is my favorite comic book character. And then we've got this Darth Vader ornament. This one will talk. The battery's actually gone bad on this one, so I can't play it for you. But basically it's motion sensor. It's supposed to, like, when you kind of go by it, it'll start saying things like, you know, you peeked at the gifts. You're on, you know, the dark side type stuff. So this one's kind of cool. The only problem with this one is the motion sensor is a little too sensitive, so it just will constantly start going off. And especially like if the sun will hit the tree or something. So I don't usually keep it on, but apparently I guess I've had it on enough where the battery's gone dead. And I will say that with these Hallmark ornaments, it used to be that you'd plug them into your tree lights and they'd stay on all the time. And that's I really liked. I mean, I kind of understand why they switched to batteries, because it was getting to the point where you had more ornaments than you had light sockets. But still, I kind of prefer the older ones that plugged into the lights that would stay on all the time, as opposed to the newer ones that were battery operated and will only stay on for like a few seconds. And I got my Enterprise E. Now I have all the Enterprises, including a C. I'm still waiting for somebody like Diamond Select Toys to give us an Enterprise C toy, but so far nobody's given us that one. My Enterprise D. And here's the Enterprise C. So this one's one where you have to push the button for it to light up. And I like the lights, but again, it'll only stay lit for like a couple seconds. So like I said, I like the ones that stay lit all the time a little bit better. Now this one's one of my favorite Star Trek ones. This is actually the very second one that they released. This one's the shuttlecraft from the original series. And back then they went the extra mile and they'd actually push the button and they'd say actual Christmas sayings. They've got Leonard Nimoy saying a Christmas saying. Nowadays when you push the button they just quote lines from the movie or something. But this one, now it doesn't sound as good as it originally did, but...
Shuttlecraft to Enterprise. Shuttlecraft to Enterprise. Spock here. Happy holidays. Live long and prosper.
So this is one of my favorite. This is actually my very first ornament that I got. And again, it was the second in the line for the Star Trek Keepsake ones. And I got an X-Wing over here. This is a original trilogy X-Wing. I got Spock. I made sure to put Spock on the tree this year, since this year Leonard Nimoy passed away. And my Optimus Prime. So this is the first Transformer ornament that they released a couple years ago. And I got this year's and last year's, which was Megatron. And then this is my Captain America shield. I always put this towards the top of the tree. It's kind of like my star for the tree. Old Man Han Solo from Force Awakens. So this is a new one from this year. I went on and picked this one up. I have the Han Solo from the original trilogy, though I didn't put it out on the tree since I had this one. I figured this one was good enough. Don't need 2 Han Solos on the tree. Here's another Captain America. This one's a movie-based Captain America. Now this one was supposed to, you connect to the other Avengers, movie Avengers, and this was actually the only one I picked up. I didn't get the other ones. Now this is the very first Star Trek ornament that was released. It's the original Enterprise, and it lights up. You can see the little blinking lights and stuff. So this one I went back and got. I had to pick up on the secondary market. And even back then, it wasn't terribly cheap. But so this is like the original one that kicked off the whole keepsake thing, and one of my favorites. And I got Captain America up at the top of the tree, or not Captain America, but Captain Kirk. Again, he kind of sits towards, always have him put up there at the top. Then Megatron. This was the second ornament in the Transformer line. Grimlock was released this year. I think I have him somewhere here on the tree. The Enterprise A. Now this is one, again, where it's battery operated, so you got to push the button for it to light up. And the first Millennium Falcon that they released in the keepsake line. I think this, I want to say this was the second or third Star Wars one that they released. And again, one of my favorites. We got a Runabout. And again, this one has a Christmassy type saying from Worf.
I wish you a most honorable holiday. Kapla.
I really like the ones that have the holiday sayings as opposed to where they just take lines from the movies that really has nothing to do with the holidays. And this is the only Enterprise, original NX Enterprise, the Captain Archer Enterprise that they released, and it's a kind of a pewter type ornament. Actually has a base that you can plug it into if you want to, but they never released a regular light up ornament for this Enterprise, so this is the only one I got. And I got a BB-8. I think I picked this up at a Target store. I don't think it's actual Hallmark ornament. Hallmark did release a BB-8 this year, but I didn't get it. Boba Fett. Gotta have Boba Fett on the tree. And here's Grimlock. This is this year's Transformer ornament. I think next year is going to be Soundwave, so I'll definitely be picking that one up. I've not picked up, they started doing He-Man this year. I've not picked that up yet. I might before Christmas ends. I haven't decided. I'm not as much into He-Man as other toy lines. So here's the Borg Cube. This one again has a Christmassy saying.
We are the Borg. Enjoy your holidays. Resistance is futile.
So again, I like the ones that stay lit up all the time and have kind of Christmassy sayings. So definitely I've got a ton of others. I just, like I said, didn't have the room to put them on the tree this year. So I think that's about it. Got my Snoopy ornament that I've had since I was a little kid. So anyway, getting back to the tree topper itself. So this is the big one. And this one, I like it because A, it stays lit up all the time. Basically, it glows blue, this kind of blue color that you're seeing, and then you get that kind of white light that goes in the middle, and then it'll turn to red here in a minute. So it kind of goes back and forth with the blue light and the red light. So I like that. And you can see it is a little bit heavy. My biggest fear when I got this was it was going to be top heavy. And again, because this is a smaller tree and it's an artificial tree, that top branch isn't too sturdy. So you can put it on the tree one of two ways. You can see there's a hole underneath there. So if you've got a sturdy type top branch on your tree, you can just stick it on that and it should hold pretty well. But with this tree, the top branch was too flimsy, so it wasn't going to hold it. So they also give you this little, I don't know how well you can see it on the camera, but they give you this little stake that you can, and it has little Velcro ties on it. So you can plug it into the ornament and then tie it around the tree so it better keeps it balanced. And so that's what I did with this one. Because again, that top branch just wasn't sturdy enough to support the weight of the Death Star. And then they do give you a power cord. So it is a little bit flimsy. You definitely want to be kind of careful with the one that they give you. This wire definitely looks like you could easily tear it. So just be careful with that. There is some kind of other AC adapter, special AC adapter that Hallmark offers that they sell separately, which I think is a little more sturdy. I didn't pick that up, but there is a second type of adapter that you can get for this if you want. So the main thing that this does is it plays music. It plays the main theme from Star Wars. So you get this remote control that's included. And this is kind of cool because it'll also act as an ornament. You can put a hook on it. and it's just powered by some watch batteries, which were included. And so what you do is you just push this button and it'll start playing the main theme from Star Wars. You get that green light going for the, I guess the Death Star's weapons about to destroy Alderaan. And it kind of goes from a blue to whitish type color, and then you get the light going on in the middle. It actually sounds really good. The speaker on this thing is actually pretty good. And then if you push the button a second time, then it plays the Imperial March and you get some red colors. And then it just goes back to the normal blue and red lights. So definitely I think this is really cool, especially I think on a bigger tree it'll look even better. Looks a little bit oversized on this smaller tree, but I still think it works pretty good. And if you collect like the other ornaments and stuff, you can always put your ships kind of flying around. I didn't do that this year, but I might do that in a future year or something. Put my X-Wing and Millennium Falcon so it looks like it's flying around it or something. But definitely I think it's cool. Now this thing, unfortunately this thing, according to Hallmark, is completely sold out on their website and in their stores. So unfortunately, if you haven't already picked one up, or if someone didn't pick one up as a Christmas gift for you this year, you're probably going to have to resort to the secondary market. Now this thing, just normal price, is not terribly cheap. It costs about $100. And on the secondary market right now, I think it's going for around $200. So again, if you haven't already picked one up or had someone pick one up for you this year, you probably are going to have to resort to that secondary market and pay about double what the normal price is. But definitely I think it's cool if you're into the Hallmark Keepsake ornaments and everything. I think this will be a nice addition to your tree. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed my look at my tree and the tree topper. Definitely I think it's a cool thing if you're into the keepsake ornaments. If you can manage to get your hands on one, I definitely recommend it. Now this, as I said before, is going to be my final video for this week. We're going into the Christmas is this coming Sunday, so I hope you guys have a great holiday weekend, a Merry Christmas, or whatever holiday you celebrate. I hope it's a great one and that you're able to spend it with friends and family. And I will be talking to you guys next week. I'll definitely have a review up for you guys on Monday, so I hope you check that out. And until next time, I'll catch you later.